And so there becomes an opportunity to form a partnership. And you can get in touch with these guys and say, hey, I'd love to get together. I've got an offer for you that I think um, will add some profit to your business. And then you can approach them and basically provide them with an incentive to promote your company. Hey, and welcome back to Builder Funnel Radio. This is episode 126 and another edition of the Growth Series. Before we get into today's topic, just a huge thank you to all of you guys for the support on the launch of the book a couple weeks back, The Remodeler Marketing Blueprint. It's my first book, and it was really exciting to see we hit number one in hot new releases in 5 different categories that first week on launch week. So thank you for all the support. That wouldn't have happened if you guys weren't buying some copies and spreading the word. Um, Two quick things on that. One, if you haven't picked up your copy, go to remodelermarketingblueprint.com, and we're still running the book bonuses. So even if you get one copy, we've got some cool stuff going on. I think if you buy 3 copies, then the bonuses go up, and then if you buy more copies after that, we've got more and more goodies for you as a big thank you for buying some of those. And if you did already get your copy and you didn't get any bonuses, even if you bought one copy, go over to the website. There's instructions on where to forward your receipt just as proof of purchase, and then we will hook you up with those bonuses. So remodelermarketingblueprint.com. But today, what I wanted to dive into was this concept, and I've been digging into this concept for the past several months, and I think it's extremely powerful and has to do with business growth. And I think a lot of times when we think about business growth, think about marketing, we think about sales, and we think about those things that are going to push that revenue number forward. Um, and a lot of times those are hard work and they're challenging, and there's experimentation and you fail. You try different marketing tactics. Some of them work, some of them don't. You try to hire a salesperson, maybe they're not as adept as you'd want them to be, and there's a lot of training. Maybe you're having to develop your own sales skills, and that's not something that comes naturally to you, so there's some learning and some failure, and you get a lot of no's. Even when you're winning, you get a lot of no's. But those things all can sometimes feel like things are moving slower than you want. And so, what I want to dig into today is this idea of power partnerships. Um, and I really like this concept. We've been starting to implement this here at our company. We're still in the early innings, so not a lot of data to report yet. But I like where it's going. I like the trend. And the whole idea is thinking about other companies, other people connected to you, I would say congruent to you, that have shared customers. So they maybe have a very similar audience to you, but you sell a non competing product. So I know a lot of you listening are interior remodeling companies. So I'll use this as an example, but even if you're an exterior remodeling company or you're a builder, all of these things still apply. So let's just use that example. Let's say you specialize in kitchens and baths. Well, if you went basically out into your marketplace and you said, okay, who else maybe has a similar audience? You might find a fencing company or a landscaping company, somebody that does a lot of outdoor work, outdoor maintenance. Maybe it's a deck building company. And so there are probably dozens of companies that offer, I'm calling them congruent services or non-competing services, but a similar offering. And so it could be a home security company. That could be a good one, or a swimming pool installation company. All of these guys, they don't do what you do, you don't do what they do. And so there becomes an opportunity to form a partnership. And you can get in touch with these guys and say, hey, I'd love to get together. I've got an offer for you that I think um, will add some profit to your business. And then you can approach them and basically provide them with an incentive to promote your company. So let's just say it was a landscaping company. You say, you know what? You've probably worked with dozens or maybe hundreds of customers over the past several years, worked in their yards um, and gotten to know these people. But I bet a lot of them also are interested in doing some interior remodeling work and some improvements to their home. Well, if you don't have a good solution for that, here's what we do. And, here's what we can do for you if you promote us. And you could offer a commission. Basically, hey, if you refer us work and we close the deal, we'll give you a commission on that. Um, and you can also put together some material for them that makes it easy for them to pitch your service. So maybe right at the end of delivering their service, they can hand out a cut sheet, and you can give them some language too. And I would recommend, something like, hey, I know you just finished this project. A lot of our customers also do interior work. That's not something we do. We get, asked about it a lot, but we partnered with this great company over here at ABC Remodeling. If you have a project, if you want to redo your kitchen, redo your bath, make sure you let me know because I can broker that introduction, but they also give me, special pricing, or you get this special bonus basically if I make the introduction. And so what you want to do is just come up with something that incentivizes them to let you know to make the introduction versus them just going directly to the company. And that will ensure that, one, this company has a nice value add for their customers. Hey, because you're a customer of ours, we can do X for you, even though you're going to go and do this work with this other company. And then, of course, as the remodeler, you'll give them a commission on the back end if the deal closes. This is an awesome way for everybody to win. One, the customer wins. So the customer wins because if they had a good experience with this landscaping company and they're also looking to do interior work, they want to know they can find somebody else they trust. And so if this company provided a good experience and then they're sending work, there's some built-in trust, basically, just like anytime you get a referral. So that's a win for the customer. They don't have to go do a bunch of research. They're also getting a little bonus or a special deal or whatever you work out with that company. So customer wins. Um, the landscaping company wins in a big way because they're basically getting a commission. And so it's any whatever that commission is, if it's 500 bucks, 1,000 bucks, it'll probably depend on the project size and all that kind of stuff, but work something out that works for you. But they just multiplied their net profit on that job, in a big way because all of that is profit to them. So they got a customer, they did their work, they landed the project, they make whatever profit they do on that job, and then boom, they refer it over. And if that turns into something, then they're getting this additional revenue stream, and that revenue stream drops instantly to the bottom line for them. So huge win for the partner company. And then for you, you have this partner out there actively working as a salesperson, but you only pay them if you win. So you only pay if you get the deal. And if you go out and start, basically, here's what I think you need to do to effectively implement this program. One, you need to be really clear on what you're offering that company. So, what kind of kickback, what kind of commission, and then what can they offer their customer as kind of a special incentive or special deal that makes their customer feel special. Like, hey, this company isn't just punting us over, but they're saying, hey, we've worked out a formal partnership with this company. And because of that, you get X if I make an introduction to them. So, figure out what that is. And then once you've got that, then you just want to figure out who in your market could be a great power partner. And you'll reach out to those companies. Again, it could be security companies, landscaping, fencing companies, debt companies. And if you are one of those companies, it could be interior remodelers, it could be kitchen and bath guys. And so you're basically trying to find all of these partners. And if you can develop, 4, 5, 6 partnerships, now you've basically got 4, 5, 6 other salespeople out there working for you and looking for these opportunities. They're incentivized to look for the opportunities because they know they're just going to get extra profit on a service that they can't deliver from brokering the introduction. And now you've got a way to accelerate your pipeline in a big way. So I really like this concept. Again, we've been working on some things here at Builder Funnel on ways we can partner with different companies. But the whole idea is you're just saying, hey, who out there in the marketplace has spent either years and years of time or thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years acquiring customers? Well, they have a customer list, and now you can access that customer list. So you're basically piggybacking and leveraging off of somebody else's hard work, but you're doing it in a win 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 fashion. The customer wins, the partner wins, and you win. And so it's not like you're taking advantage of these companies, because you're basically saying, hey, here's a great way for you to make some extra profit this year if you want to send me some work that you can't do. It's so the whole idea is try to make that offering just a no brainer for them. And that can be a really, really powerful thing. So, my big takeaway for you, if this seems like an avenue that's appealing to grow your business and think about how to kind of add all these part-time salespeople out on your sales force, then develop what that pitch is to that company. What's the commission structure? What's the little bonus they can offer to their customers? And then really, it's just going out, forming those connections, saying that you've got something that you think could really help their business. You think it's a win for their customers and for them, and you want to talk to them about it, and then you present it, and then you've just got to enable them with kind of the talking points and the deal for how to make that introduction just very clear, very simple. The more simple, the better. And then you're off to the races. And I think if you continue to just work on this a little bit each month, a little bit each quarter, and you develop, a couple partnerships this year, a couple more next year, suddenly in a few years, you've got a handful of people that are just always kicking you work, which would be a pretty sweet deal. So that's the concept for today, guys. Power partnerships. Get out there, start forming some. And I really think that this will explode your business. All right, guys, thanks for listening. Again, if you haven't picked up your copy of my new book, The Remodeler Marketing Blueprint, head over to remodelermarketingblueprint.com. Snag a copy of the book. It's like 16 bucks. And then we've got some really cool bonuses. And if you want to pick up some extra copies for your friends, it would be very much appreciated. All right, guys, we'll see you next week here on Builder Funnel Radio.